Looking at the time is explicitly expensive these days. Now, hear me out. I know that watching out for 10:15 a.m. isn't exactly an expensive experience for all of us. But you know who does have a diamond-like experience of telling the time? Spoiler alert, people who own watches from Richard Mille. Whenever someone asks you about an expensive brand for a watch, what pops up in your mind? What do they look like? Well, whatever they are, I'm sure the ones you've pictured out have well-deserved reputations. But you know what brand has been on the rise lately? Right, I already spoiled it for you a while ago, but I'm gonna say it anyway, Richard Mille. Now, I know not all of you are familiar with it, but in its defense, it's really only been on the face of the earth for a couple of years, especially since its first product was only launched in 2001. However, your rich friends are sure to have their eyes glued on the time because of these bad boys. This is because their most expensive watch is priced at $2 million. Yup, it's official. I can only dream of owning. This Swiss watch company was founded in 2001 by Dominique Guénard and Richard Mille. Their cheapest model as of this year is the RM016 automatic winding extra flat, which costs above $80,000. This is a far comparison with Rolex, whose cheapest model, the Oyster Perpetual, only costs $6,200. I know by now, you're probably wondering why the Richard Mille watches are so expensive. I mean, even their cheapest model is still so unreachable for those who aren't oozing with cash. Well, they have their unique features to thank. Of course, you wouldn't expect a high-pricing watch to simply have a big hand and a small hand. One of the reasons that the Richard Mille costs a fortune is because of its unique and magnificent features. I'm talking about a complex and calculated movement of the hands. Not only that, the materials used to make these watches are so unique that they are the only ones in the watch industry who use their materials. I'm talking about the same ones used to make cars, yachts, and aerospace products. Now, that is one of a kind. To add a cherry on top, the watch's topmost layers are also individually unique because of how carefully it was designed. See those different patterns? The RM65-01 model even holds unique colors like green, red, and yellow, ones you don't usually find in high-class watches. I tell you, these watches, they will certainly bring out the best in you. Now, you don't have to be an economics major to know that if the supply is low, then the demands tend to be high. With the low supply of the Richard Mille watches comes the high demand for it. Yes, these babies are rare. Now, this may be a tactic from the company, but in all honesty, it's working. Have you noticed how a scarce number of things can leave you wanting more? Yup, that is exactly what's going on here. The company only produces about 3,000 watches to sell all over the world. And did I mention that that is per year? Now you know how rare it actually is. I mean, compare it to Casio, who has already sold 70 million G-Shock watches. It also makes perfect sense to have a good reputation when your PR team works like a charm. As for this watch, the marketing team is just as good. Their famous tagline, "A racing machine on the wrist," has helped boost people's approval of them. I mean, who wouldn't be interested in a product when it has that kind of tagline? I'd be curious as a cat too. In addition to that, because of its rise in the market, the brand is now also gaining a lot of attention from the high-class people of society. I'm talking about celebrities, business owners, sports icons, high-class wealthy people who spend their days on yachts and their nights in Vegas. Okay, I think I've made my point, but its growing status has successfully magnetized a lot of cash from these people. And trust me when I say, It deserves it. I'm going to let you in on a little fun fact. Celebrities like Kanye West, Jay-Z, Pharrell Williams, and Natalie Portman have even purchased these magnificent watches. That's impressive. Now, I'm going to walk you through some of the Richard Mille watches, specifically from the tourbillon series. First, we have the RM56-02 Sapphire, which is in the price range of $2 million. Basically, this is their most expensive watch, and there are literally only 10 of this in the world. Can you believe that it has a titanium base plate? Yup, it's one of the reasons for its very expensive price. It's even water resistant for up to 100 feet. Next, we have the tourbillon Panda RM026-1, which is around $1.5 million. Ladies and gentlemen, this model is extraordinarily unique because of its glamour. I'm talking diamonds and gold. That's it, I'm gonna start earning now. And last but definitely not the least, we have the RM56-01, which costs about $1.8 million. Guess what? There are only 5 of these to ever walk on Earth. Well, watches don't have feet, but you know what I mean. This model is unique because it has 2 O-rings, meaning it has full water resistance. Now, I know you're probably thinking that wearing these watches would hurt your hands because of how heavy they may be. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that way. I did mention a lot of different types of materials used to assemble these watches. However, they are actually super light. In fact, they only weigh about 0.09 pounds. They're light and sleek. What more could you ask for? Indeed, the Richard Mille watches have spoken for themselves and how deserving they are of their exquisite reputation. Watch lovers, this is your sign to start earning for these one-of-a-kind time tellers. And that's it for the Richard Mille watches. What do you think about this unique watch? Do you know any more celebrities who wear them? Which design did you like the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos. We will see you in the next one.